today we look at this pen that comes in this box. I was initially going to do a review on its brother or brethren, or but I decided once I picked this up, I got so impressed with this one that I actually wanted to do a review on this. It took me the longest time to get this because I really wasn't I just, the reviews on these pens online are just pretty much mixed. There were some people very unhappy with it, and I guess out of the second pen that I own now of this company, I pretty much have an idea, what to expect from them. So without further ado, the pen today that we'll be looking at is the Conklin Duragraph. Okay, Conklin is a company that has been around, and since Mark Twain's time. It closed down and it was resurrected, and then it was finally sold to Jaffa. So inside the box you get like business cards congratulating you on the purchase, a little bit of instructions, converter instructions, Jaffa business card, so like initially when I this is a really nice pen. I got the cracked ice version of this. Hang on, let me just cracked ice version of this. Maybe we can do a close-up later, but it's the cracked ice version of this pen, and it's got a really beautiful finish. What pushed me, or finally convinced me to get this pen, was when I saw Slice of Pi's review on this pen, which I can link probably in the description or somewhere here. He says in his video, basically he convinced me that Jaffa is doing a pretty alright thing, or the company is doing, Conklin's company is doing a pretty alright thing by introducing affordable vintage-like fountain pens, which is actually kind of true. It's affordable, and the build quality is pretty alright. It's I will go through what I like about a pen. What I probably prefer they did differently, but all in all, I'm quite happy, and it comes at a very reasonable price. I got this at a very reasonable price, much cheaper than some of my other pens, definitely cheaper than any vintage writable pens that I bought, and it performs pretty much like my duofold. I mean, might be a bit blasphemous if I say that, but it's there, and I will just cover what I had to do a little bit to get it to that writing state. The thing to expect from Conklin pens, which I found so far, I have two. One is the sleeve filler, and this is the Duragraph, is that be prepared to work on the nib a little bit. But once you get through that and you are able to, get it to that state, you pretty much got a pretty nice writing instrument, and for a very affordable price. So let's have a look closer of this pen in the next segment, which we'll do after this. And what I can say is I'm very happy with the pen, and thanks again for Slice of Pi for actually doing in his video he actually compares this pen against some vintage pens, which actually really was made me realize what the qualities and what are the good points of this company producing a pen like this. Thanks again, and until I see you the next time, happy writing from Malaysia. Yeah, you see two pens here. I'm not going to review this one. It's just that I put the two pens together to show you how similar they are. Probably better if I zoom out a little bit. This on the left is your duofold Centennial, and this is the Duragraph. Okay, so check out the length. The Duragraph is just a little bit longer than it, and it looks very vintage. For people who appreciate vintage pens, this is, you know, this is something that you would really appreciate. So I appreciate vintage pens, so this design really appeals to me. So what you will see when you, for the nib, let me just move this to the side. The nib is a two-tone nib, number 6 if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and the finish on this pen is just beautiful. I wasn't too sure initially, but when I got this, you know, I looked at the green one, I looked at the, there was another one which is blue. This one appealed the most to me. It's got that most vintage look. It's a cartridge converter pen, and it comes with a screw-in converter, so that's nice. You know, you won't accidentally pull it off. This is actually slightly better than how duofold is, which is just your normal Parker converter, which you just there is no screw-in for that. So you see, you got pretty thick the resin or acrylic here is pretty thick. You know, it's a solidly built pen. So you got Conklin at the finial here. Bottom part is just empty, there's nothing. And it's pretty much the dimension of a duofold Centennial. So, you know, it has a, can you cap it? Yes, you can. It becomes very large, but I'm okay writing with this like this. I usually cap my pens, so this one, it caps, it just doesn't cap very deeply. It's a little bit just slightly like this, but it's secure. So yeah, when I got this, there was a slight baby's bottom problem with it. It wasn't too bad, it's just that whenever I started writing with it, I would have problems with it. It wouldn't start up, and what I did is I smoothed it over a little bit of glass, and it's great now, you know. So I have no problems with it. There's a clip, very tight clip, but it's functional. I've tried it. There's a ring at the end of the cap here, and there's a ring here as well. About the threads here don't really feel sharp at all. You can pretty much hold it anywhere you want. These are like really shallow threads. You won't feel it. You know, as Steph would say, give you a twirl of the pen. Because I like this so much, I am curious to, you know, try out what the vintage Duragraph is all about. You know, and it's really good that a company now is able to produce pretty much is able to produce, and is true to producing a pen which is pretty much of a bygone era. You know, I have written with vintage pens before, and they pretty much feel the same. It's what impresses me is that after I saw the video of Slice of Pie, it impressed on me how good this really is. Okay, so maybe we can go on to a writing sample. Sorry, I'm just gonna base the writing sample on my journal. Okay, yep. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Okay, pretty good writer. Wetness, not very wet, just nice, not extremely dry, is writable. And based on the steel nib, there is a little bit for the, you know, quick writing. It's gonna skip there, it's just my angle wasn't correct. Okay, maybe if I zoom out a little bit. So, does it have any line variation at all? There is little to be had, but this is essentially a stiff nib. It's just a little bit, you know, it's a steel nib. It wasn't really made to do this, and the feet wasn't really made to, you know, do this kind of flexing. And then you have a closer look at the nib. And the feet. So essentially, I would say this is reverse writing. Reverse. It's doable, and I guess for that you get from a medium to pretty much a fine, which is alright, you know. And I'm just scribbling, but you know, it's a very good pen, and I'm very happy with it. For the price, it's really cost effective. Probably the only thing that I have to complain about, or something that I don't really like so much, is the threads here. When I screw them, when I screw the pen in like this, it looks as though it could have done with a little bit more polishing, because there is a tendency to, like, for the thread to actually, you know, not catch the threads in the cap. Small problem, but you just have to do it a little bit more slowly, or polish it off a little bit more, and that's about it. For the price that I got this for, which is pretty much about 39 USD, you know, it's very good for its for what it offers. And so that is my review of the Conklin Duragraph. Watch out for my review of the Conklin sleeve filler, which I really like as well. And so until I see you guys the next time, happy writing, and hope you have many happy writing sessions. And bye for now from Malaysia. Bye.